Hello, students of class 5. Today I will discuss the chapter 7, the other side of scientist. Okay? What image do you have of scientist? What kind of lives do you think scientists lead? Are they always discovering or inventing things? Are they always very serious? Or do they like to sing and dance and watch films like ordinary people? Scientists are men of learning and are looked upon as people who are always preoccupied with their own researches and experiments and have no time for ordinary people. They are thought to be highly serious and having practically no sense of humor. This is the general impression that we have about these learned men. But the following anecdotes will reveal a different aspect of their character. So, generally, what we think about a scientist. Usually we think that they are very learned men, very learned person. They don't have any time for the ordinary people. They are always very busy with their discovering, their invention, their researches, experiments, etc., etc. Yes, and practically they don't have any sense of humor. That means they don't know how to make the people laugh or how to laugh at the funny situation. But the following anecdotes means the short entertaining story. The story will tell us a different aspect of their character, different sides of their character. Okay, so let's read now about a scientist. Here Euclid's Road to Geometry. Euclid, the famous Greek mathematician who lived in the 4th century BCE, is known to have measured the height of a pyramid by measuring its shadow. Euclid was a famous Greek mathematician and who measured the height of a pyramid by measuring its shadow. So once Ptolemy, the king of Alexandria, impatient at the manner in which Euclid explained his theorems in detail. Once the king of Alexandria, Ptolemy, P will be silent here, okay? Ptolemy asked Euclid to know the theorems, how he can measure the height of a pyramid by measuring its shadow. So Euclid was explaining his theorems. Theorems means rules in detail. Then the king Ptolemy asked him, is not there a shorter way of learning geometry than your method? Euclid replied, Sir, in our country there are two kinds of roads, the hard road for the common people and the easy road for the royal family. But in geometry, all must go the same way. There is no royal road to learning. So, the king Ptolemy was very impatient because Euclid was explaining his theorems in detail. Okay. Then the king asked that is there any shorter way to learn geometry? Then Euclid replied in this way, and I think that was only the most suitable answer for the question of the king. He said that there is no royal road to learning. Everyone, maybe the common people or the royal people, they must go the same way for learning. So here we understand that The scientist, the mathematician Euclid not only was a genius person, but he is a man of full of humor and as well as practical also. Okay. Then Darwin names a bug. When Charles Darwin, the 19th century naturalist who studies nature, who observes nature, okay, was visiting the country house of a friend, two boys of the family decided to play a joke on him. They glued together various parts of a butterfly, a centipede, a beetle, and a grasshopper and made a strange looking insect. They took it to Darwin and said, "We caught this bug in a field. Can you tell us what kind of bug it is, sir?" Darwin looked at it and asked, "Did you notice whether it hummed when you caught it, boys?" "Yes," they promptly replied. Then said Darwin, "It's a humbug." So, here also we can see that, we can understand that Charles Darwin, the famous naturalist, he was also a man of full humor. Okay, and so very interesting, charming person, because when the boys wanted to make him full, showing a strange looking assembled insect, okay, then Charles Darwin understood, but he answered in another way, very technically, very tactfully, that it is a humbug, because when you caught it, it was humming, you said, okay. So humbug means false, nonsensical. Okay, he understood but replied in this way. Now, Pasteur's wedding day. It was the wedding day of the famous French chemist Louis Pasteur. The bride and her family were nervous as the bridegroom had not arrived. Bridegroom means Louis Pasteur himself. Okay, it was the wedding day of him. But the bride and her family were nervous. Why? Because Louis Pasteur had not arrived there. A friend of Pasteur hurried to the laboratory, hoping to find him there. Sure enough, he was busy with an experiment. "Did you forget your wedding?" asked the friend. "Oh no," replied Pasteur. "But do you expect me to quit in the middle of an experiment?" His friend knew that he can find Pasteur in the laboratory only. So he hurried to the laboratory, and sure enough, he found him there. And when he asked him, "Did you forget your wedding?" then what he replied? He replied, "No, he didn't forget, but he could not quit in the middle of his experiment." Okay, so these are the other characters, other side of characters we can know from these entertaining stories, from these anecdotes. Okay, so students, I will conclude the video here. Okay, because I want to divide the chapter into two parts, part 1 and part 2. Otherwise, in very short time I cannot complete the story. That's why I want to divide it. So this is the part 1 video of this chapter, and next time I will send you the second part of this chapter. Okay, till then you read the story, you go with their word meaning, hard words, new words, and read the story repeatedly. Okay, bye.